Cammy. Here's the word. If any of you know anyone from WWE's creative team, if you ever had a minute to talk to them, if it so happens that a member of creative team is your uncle or your sister's husband, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. If you know someone from there, I want you to look them in the eyes, tell them to fuck off, tell them that they're terrible at their job, and tell them how the fuck did you came up with Cammy? You know what? No, in fact, I want you to take a couple of these and shove it down his butthole. It's time for Royal Rumble, perhaps the most anticipated pay-per-view of the year, maybe even the best pay-per-view of the year. If I could choose what I want to watch, WrestleMania or Royal Rumble, it would be too hard. I couldn't decide because that's how good Royal Rumble is. Yes, it sucked for the past few years, terrible winners. It was all about Roman Reigns. Yeah, let's just fuck all of these 29 wrestlers. It's all about Roman Reigns. It doesn't matter though. Wrestling fans are dumb. We are stupid. We still give WWE a chance every year, and that's what we're going to do. Fuck us. All of that aside, doesn't mean that we cannot be excited for the pay-per-view, because we are. I am excited. It's that type of pay-per-view that doesn't need any build, because people give a shit about anyway. However, it's kind of disappointing, you know. I think JD made that point. I was watching one of his videos, and he pretty much said that it sucks that WWE doesn't do these things where you build the pay-per-view, for example, picking a number. You have this, you know, thing that spins. You pick a number, holy shit, I'm number 3. You don't have to show it, of course, but it gets you hyped for the pay-per-view. I haven't even noticed that until he actually said it. Like, really, there is no build for Royal Rumble. We still care, so that actually shows how great of a pay-per-view and concept it is. First Women's Royal Rumble, Men's Royal Rumble is a bit more unpredictable. However, other matches than that, like the normal matches of the pay-per-view that are not Royal Rumble matches, to be quite honest with you, a bit too predictable, in my opinion. But that's in my favor because I'm doing this video. And it's not in my favor because at the end of the day, I'm still a wrestling fan. Either way, guys, let's just jump into it, and welcome to Royal Rumble 2018 predictions. The Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. So the rivalry is shit. Or not. I don't know, I just simply don't care. However, they turned heel. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin were kind of a tweeners. They were not faces, they were not heels, they were just there, you know, they were acting kinda cocky, but they were still baby faces. But now they're full-blown heels. They attack people from behind, they complain to Daniel Bryan, so they are heels. Let's just get that out of the way. The Usos are now faces, which I don't agree with that. I think they should be heels. That the whole gimmick of them is heelish. They don't need to be faces. And if they will ever fucking bring that face paint and these... No. I don't... I already... Fuck no. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match, so there's a little bit of excitement. And to be honest, my prediction is Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Now, the thing is, they won the titles, but then they lost them again because it was wrong people who pinned wrong people, whatever. It was a clusterfuck. And I believe this time they are actually going to win. And that's the reason why it's 2 out of 3 falls, because, you know, it was a clusterfuck, so now you have to pin a guy 2 times to win the match. Yeah, but yeah, that's my prediction. I don't have a lot to say about that, but I just feel like 2 out of 3 falls match doesn't make anyone look weak. So at the end of the day, nobody is hurt, unless it's 2-0. That would be bad. But the great one. What about Raw? Why doesn't Raw have tag team champ? Oh yes, it does. Raw also has tag team championships, which is Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus. That just shows how bad of a job they did with this. I'm a complainer. In current days WWE, I'm such a bitch. I'm a slut right now because I don't feel excited. How many times we've seen Cesaro and Sheamus versus The Shield or Jason Jordan in this case? It's a replacement. Raw doesn't have any good tag teams. Well, they do, but they don't use them. They have Revival. Like, I would much rather see Revival versus Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Much rather. Not to take anything away from Cesaro and Sheamus, but when you do it 155 fucking times, you gotta think. Maybe, just maybe people got tired of it, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to make any accusations, but maybe. Just let's think about it. Maybe they did get tired of it. In my case, I did. The only thing I remember from the build was the peep show on Raw 25, where they basically had this Jason Jordan. By the way, my dad does not suck. Jason, I do suck. No, he didn't say that, but that's the only thing I remember because the crowd booed the living shit out of it, and that was very entertaining. Jason Jordan, I used to hate this guy because he was such a crybaby. Daddy, let me wrestle. Daddy, I'm your wrestled, and that's what I do, said to let me wrestle. Jason, you cannot. I was that type of dude who made fun of it. But now, I like it. It's so bad, it's actually kinda good. These things were basically Matt Hardy. It's so terrible, it's actually lovable. Of course, my prediction is Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. It has to go somewhere. I believe if Dean Ambrose is going to be cleared, Dean Ambrose is going to be jealous of Jason Jordan, whatever the case may be, accuse him of betrayal, and that is what is going to happen. I don't think it's a right time for Jason Jordan to lose, and Seth Rollins, because I don't think Dean Ambrose is cleared as of right now. I could be wrong, fuck me. But my prediction is Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. The WWE Championship match. AJ motherfucking Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn Cammy. Here's the word. If any of you know anyone from WWE's creative team, if you ever had a minute to talk to them, if it so happens that a member of creative team is your uncle or your sister's husband, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. If you know someone from there, I want you to look them in the eyes, tell them to fuck off, tell them that they're terrible at their job, and tell them how the fuck did you came up with Cammy? You know what? No, in fact, I want you to take a couple of these and shove it down his butthole. Cammy. Yeah, I love wrestling. Cammy. Seriously, whenever AJ Styles says Cammy, my forehead is getting smaller. You know how bad it is. You know how it affects my channel. That's the star of this channel. The build was, I don't care. That's the biggest reason. Why are you doing this, WWE? The build, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's boring. If I missed anything, I didn't miss anything. It's bad. Bad wrestling is better than boring wrestling. If they did something outlandish, something stupid, something that would be like, what the fuck, it still would be better than an absolute piece of nothing, Seriously, about that thing, make sure to talk to them. If you happen to know them, I will give you these two, shove it down his butthole. I think it would be a first co-WWE champion. Two champions with one title, WWE title. It happened with women's title, I think, Michelle McCool and Layla back in the day. But that would be big. It would be huge. However, do you see that happening? No, you don't. What? You do? A fucking liar. I hate that. Unsubscribe, you bitch. I'm kidding. Don't unsubscribe. But you still don't believe that. If you believe that, but then again, I cannot talk because if that happens, I will look like a stupid idiot. Either way, my prediction is obviously AJ Styles. I don't see it happening, especially Sami Zayn. I don't believe WWE is going to give a title to Sami Zayn. So my prediction is AJ Styles. The most interesting match of the night, the most interesting match of the century, a rivalry that ended Raw 25 because of how good it is. Lesnar versus Kane versus Strowman. About these two things, use them if you happen to know a creative guy. How in the blue hell am I supposed to believe that Brock Lesnar is going to lose his championship against Kane or Braun Strowman right now before WrestleMania when he's going to face Roman Reigns? How? The build was good. The worst part about it is that we didn't care. But if you happened to care, if you forced yourself to care, it wasn't that bad because you see there was great moments. Pretty much Braun Strowman was the star of the rivalry. They made him look like, oh man, he's going to win this championship. If you're 10 years old or 9, you probably believe that. If you watch the WWE for at least 2 weeks, you don't believe it because it's just wait, oh man, he's going to win, and no, he's not. The winner of the match is obviously Brock Lesnar, and that is the end of the conversation. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 34 confirmed. That's it. I don't see them getting the title of Lesnar. For what? Why would they do that, right? They should have done that like 5 months ago, really. Women's Royal Rumble, the first ever, and it's going to be pretty okay because we're going to see a couple of returns. It's a bit predictable and unpredictable at the same time. So it's always hard to predict a Royal Rumble match. It's really hard. So none of my predictions of Royal Rumble match, these two, are going to be correct. But I'm going to try to make it a little bit more controversial, So I'm going to say this. I'm not gonna say anything because I have no idea who's going to win, man. It's a really tough one. It is a really tough one. Now, it's either Nia Jax, it's either Asuka, or Ronda Rousey, whatever the case may be. And it's really hard for me to decide. It's really hard for me to choose. It's really hard for me to know that because I don't know if Ronda Rousey is actually going to be in this Rumble. There are a couple of rumors. But I decided to be a bit more stupid in this one. I'm going to be dumb as fuck. And I'm going to say Ronda Rousey. I don't know why. If I will be right though, it's going to be a shocker. The great one just predicted, you know how cool I will look? You know how cool I will be? I'm going to say Ronda Rousey. It's gonna be Asuka though. It's gonna be Asuka. I don't know, man. It's so tough. It's so hard. And no, I don't know. I still don't know. I think it's going to be Asuka, but I'm going to say Ronda Rousey instead. Yeah, it's not gonna happen though. I'm still gonna say that. Can I make 2 predictions? Okay, hear me out. This time, Royal Rumble match is too unpredictable. I'm going to make 2 predictions. Top 1 and top 2. So my first prediction is Asuka. The second one, Ronda Rousey. So these 2 are my predictions. Let's move on. Men's Royal Rumble. 30-man Royal Rumble of men. And we're going to have a lot of names. And if Cena and Roman Reigns, either of these guys win it, I'm going to complain. Seriously, who wants that to happen? Who? There are so many rumors surrounding the Royal Rumble match. The rumors are Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, Roman Reigns, even Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton, so many rumors. And there's a lot of possibility. Okay, let's talk about some of them. So you have Randy Orton. Orton versus AJ Styles is very possible. You have Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ versus Shinsuke is a match that a lot of fans want to see. Dolph Ziggler, it makes sense, all I'm gonna say. He left the championship, the United States Championship, and he pretty much said you want to remember something. You want something memorable. So it would be like, I left the United States Championship, went straight to WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble and winning the title perhaps. It says a lot. It's smart, so it makes a lot of sense. And I would love that to happen, believe me. It would be the best WWE moment of 2018 for me. I love Ziggler. The man deserves so much more than he got in the WWE. And so it's really hard to choose. John Cena versus AJ, another possible match. And I like that. Roman Reigns versus Lesnar, man. This is yeah. So it's awesome. I love the unpredictability. I honestly love that. However, what I don't love is that it's so hard to pick. So my predictions are this. Just because... No. Okay, I'm gonna say top 1, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the second one, just because I want this to happen so much, and I don't think it's going to happen, but I want it so much, and I'm going to say that because I believe in that, and maybe that is going to happen. No, it's not. Dolph Ziggler. I'm a goddamn idiot. So these are my predictions. Let me know in the comments below your ones, pretty much every match, or at least the Royal Rumble matches. I would love to hear your opinion about that. Are you excited for Royal Rumble? I am. Royal Rumble is the best. Thank you so much for watching this video. You gotta love the quality, man. You just gotta love the quality of the audio and the camera, the lighting. It's just... I would also appreciate if you would subscribe to this channel if you haven't, if you're new. I would also appreciate the fact that you've clicked that like button. Just smash that like button, you know, it's always cool. That like button, oh man, that like button. And Greatness TV, my second channel, people love it. If you never watched a video of that, it's good. It's honestly, it's rare that I say that my video is good, but these are good. The newest ones are pretty okay. That's what I'm going to say. Thanks again for watching. Twitter and Instagram. Pretty much everything that I say is in the description, so make sure to check all of these out, and I will be so thankful. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.